Please welcome you two teams out this afternoon, Woking and Bromley!
Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome here to Hayes Lane for Bromley against Woking. It was a disappointing defeat for Woking on Good Friday at home to Eastleigh. Eastleigh did a very, very good job on nullifying a Woking side who are on a 6-match unbeaten run at home. It's a tough away task though here for Woking at Hayes Lane. Bromley have been flying this season, sitting inside the top three, chasing down Barnet in second place. Again, the sun is shining down there at Hayes Lane as both teams are now out. Bromley in their white away strip and Woking in their gold strip with dark blue shorts and gold socks. Let's talk you through a lineups then, starting with Woking's. So they made 3 changes from that Eastleigh defeat, with Finn Delap, Dion Kelly-Evans and Ricky Corboa coming to the side. They come in place of the injured Timmy Odesina. Alan Judge, who made his first start on Friday, he's out the squad altogether. Now Alfie Pavey's dropped to the bench this afternoon. So lineup in full for the Cards is Will Jaskalainen in goal. Back 3, Finn Delap on the right, Luke Wilkinson in the middle, and skipper Scott Cupper on the left. It is Dan Moss and Kevin Burko, right and left wing backs. The 3 in midfield are Dion Kelly-Evans coming again, bit of an unnatural position for him, is a full-back, but again, another reason why Michael Doyle signed him, as well as known him from his time at Notts County. Again, he's a versatile player. And Curtis Edwards and Jaden Luca, our midfield. Jaden Luca is going to be such a key player today for Woking on the transitions. I think they will likely go for the counter-attacking style. And it's Ricky Corboa in for Alfie Pavey, partnering Charlie Kendall up front. So that's a very pacey front line that Michael Doyle has gone for. As a Bromley, they make 1 change to Weston in for Corehouse. Corehouse is out the squad altogether. The lineup in full for Bromley is Lewis Thomas in goal. It's a back line of Byron Webster, Alex Kirk and Callum Reynolds. As for Bromley, it is Miles Weston, Ashley Charles, Jude Arthurs, Idris Odebayo across that midfield for Olufella Olamola, Michael Cheek and Corey Whiteley up front. As the substitute bench, it is for Woking, it's Josh Casey, Reece Greycott, Sonny Singh, Alfie Pavey and Josh Smith. As for Bromley, it's goalkeeper David Aziaya, Kiddo Taylor Hart, Kamal Grant, James Vennings and Will Davis.
Thank you to AV Inspire for sponsoring today's match, and Privacars for sponsoring today's
Bromley
match.
just in their huddle at the moment, ready to get underway here at Hayes Lane. Again, it's going to be a real tough task for Woking, but they'll be really up for this one. And certainly Woking have the talent in their ranks to really cause some issues there. Corboa and Kendall, certainly those threats to cause those problems on the counter-attack. So Bromley to get us underway, shooting from left to right in their white away strip. And now we're underway here at Hayes Lane, set for a real competitive match. There's a long ball towards the far side, which Woking deal with, headed down the left flank there by Dion Kelly-Evans, out for a Bromley throw inside the first few seconds here at Hayes Lane. So Kirk, midway inside the Woking half, to take the throw. Kirk's throw forwards. That's well headed away there by Burko. Another Bromley throw. 20 seconds in, Alex Kirk to take it in the attacking third on the right hand side for Bromley. Kirk throws it in field, control from Whiteley. Plays it back, well intercepted there from Kendall. Corboa looks back towards Kendall, intercepted though by Charles. In the end, it's been kicked away from Charles for a Woking throw deep inside their half, for to be taken here by Scott Cuthbert. Skipper playing that left-sided centre-back role. So Cuthbert now will be looking to go down the line there on the left towards Corboa. Just sails over Corboa's head, bounce over halfway, nice touch from Kendall. Kendall back into Kirk, lifts it into the centre, too far away from Luca. That's cleared away by the Bromley back line through Reynolds. Now, ball lifted forward some Arthurs, but picked up here from Burko, goes over halfway Burko hit that pass too far in front of Charlie Kendall, though, trying to chase it down. Comfortably collected from Lewis Thomas. Ball's rolled short. Direct from Byron Webster down the right-hand side. Cuthbert should judge this one well. Under pressure, Olamola. And that's good work there from Cuthbert, just to let the ball go out for a throw. So Cuthbert now, throw just level with the Woking box. Cuthbert releases it, just over halfway. Flicked on from Corbett, flicked inside. Luca can't win that header there against Charles. It's been cleared away from Callum Reynolds, sit middle of that Bromley back line. Header down to the feet of Curtis Edwards. Now Cuthbert hits over halfway. Kendall won't get to it. Webster's across, now Kendall chasing down. Webster on the right side, clips it towards halfway. Header one from Cuthbert, flicked on from Corboa, held up here from Kendall. Webster gets it off him, falls here for Arthurs. Back into the feet of Charles, and it's back with the Bromley goalkeeper in his orange goalkeeping strip. Lewis Thomas, just in front of his 6-yard box, hits it towards the left-hand side, gives it away though. Header forwards from Moss, too far in front of Luca. And that'll be played back from Arthurs into the feet of Thomas to clear. That just couldn't be kept in play there from Odu Teo on the right-hand side. Woking. Moss with a throw, short to Jane Luca. Midway inside the Bromley half, back to Moss, has his right foot on top of the ball. Has Kelly Evans inside. Moss flicks it infield to Kelly Evans. So Woking have it in the centre with Edwards. A daisy cutter pass to Kevin Burko. Midway inside the Bromley half, inside left. Few yards behind him to Edwards. Edwards, really nice turn away from Chi. Edwards now through the gap of Bromley's right side defence. Can Burko get down the bar line, keeps in play. Burko in the box. Burko cuts it back, intercepting. That's well done there from Arthurs. And now here come Bromley away with the ball. And Arthurs uses really good work there into Weston. And a forward pass there too far in front of Oduteo. Now ball into the centre circle to Jaden Luca. Luca now driving through the middle. Classic Jaden Luca work. Slips it through to Charlie Kendall. Kendall though just doesn't have the pace to get to the ball. Good defending there from Callum Reynolds. Out muscles Kendall. There was a little pull there from Kendall on the back of Reynolds. But again, that's a really good turn from Jaden Luca in the middle. Spun his man, looks to slip it through for Charlie Kendall, but good defending there from Callum Reynolds getting across, and then just a little bit of contact from Kendall on Reynolds. It's a free kick here for Bromley to take. So 4 minutes played it at Hayes Lane. No real early chances so far between Bromley and Woking. So free kick for Lewis Thomas to take. Thomas halfway towards the left-hand side to Cheek. It's well dealt with the head of Luca. Header forward from Arthurs. Now chested back into the path of Edwards now of Woking. Edwards plays it back, and it's a long clearance from Wuyaskalainen towards the right-hand side, way too high for Charlie Kendall. That will be a throw here for Bromley to take, deep inside their own half. Callum Reynolds will be the man to take it once he receives the ball from the Woking fans out on the far side. Callum Reynolds still waiting to receive the ball from the crowds. And some early goals in the National League. EC lead Maidenhead by a goal to nil. Aldershot lead Dorking by a goal to nil. So some good news there for Woking. Throw taken now from Bromley. Header forward to Moss. Now volleyed down the left-hand side from Reynolds. Dealt with the header Wilkinson. Ball bouncing towards Kendall. Kendall beating the air from Webster now. Flicked on from Whiteley. Again, Woking deal with it well midfield. Kelly Evans heads it down, but referee for today, Greg Rollerson, thought there was a little push there from Dion Kelly Evans to the back of Michael Cheeks. A free kick to Bromley just behind halfway. Play just over 5 minutes here at Hayes Lane. Bromley 0, Woking 0. Kirk in possession, plays it back to Webster. Kendall, the only Woking man pushed high. Kendall back into the feet of Thomas. Thomas drills it high towards the left-hand side. Header one from Oduteo, and Woking clear it forward through Dion Kelly Evans, and that will bounce all the way back to Lewis Thomas. And Thomas will just look to, I thought he was going to roll it out to Kirk, but Thomas now just rolls out in front of him, just in front of the D, clips it towards the inside right channel. A cheek rise up with Edwards. Edwards flicks it backwards. Picked up here from Weston, beaten to it from Cuthbert though. Good slide tackle in the midfield from Kelly Evans on Charles. Here is Bromley on the right side. Oduteo. Whiteley cuts in field. Whiteley twisting, turning midway inside the Woking half. Out on the left. Is it a few yards behind to Charles? Charles, lovely feet. Inside left. Charles now driving towards the box. Charles just received a nudge in the back from Ricky Corboa. And that is a free kick to Bromley. just under 25 yards out inside left. So first real chance at Bromley to try and test all Jääskeläinen. Again, Woking in their last away trip played out a really solid goalless draw at Rootsall. How they'd love to do the same today, but it's going to be a very hard task against a top Bromley side. Kidderminster lead at Chesterfield by a goal to nil. Southend lead Bournemouth by a goal to nil. So the goals are flying in early on in the National League. Here at Hayes Lane, it is goalless with just over 7 minutes played here. So a free kick for Bromley to take. Lifted it into the box, headed towards goal, and it's a tame header down into the ground. Easily saved. It was won by Webster. And now Jääskeläinen release it quickly. Out to Jane Luke on the right hand side, levelled the area. Luke under pressure, lifts it up in the air. Can't hit it off the Bromley man. That's following in Idris Oduteo. And that is a goal kick to Bromley again. It's going to be a real hard day for Woking. They've got to be so disciplined defensively, but also they've got to try and have that threat of their own as well. Again, the likes of Jane Luca. It's going to be really key in the centre, trying to turn that Bromley midfield and try and feed those through balls towards the likes of Corboa and Kendall. It's a goal kick for Bromley to take. Thomas now looking towards that left-hand side, searching for Michael Cheek. Thomas goes a bit more centrally than I thought it would. Header one from Wilkinson. Head over halfway. Header forwards from Reynolds. Cleared away from Cuthbert in the centre circle. Now it falls to Edwards. Ball still in the centre circle. Cuthbert twisting, turning. Cuthbert now gives it to Edwards. Edwards looks to give it out towards Burko, but it's been blocked by his own man in Corboa. Burko came across to try and nick it off Weston. Just in front here of the press box, but Weston did well to get his body in between Burko and the ball. That's a throw for Bromley, for Kirk to take. Playing a right-sided centre-back, 3 yards behind halfway. It's a throw from Kirk down that right-hand side towards Cheek. Headed away from Cuthbert, square for another Bromley throw-in. So this one is 10 yards further forwards, maybe a bit more than that. Kirk just over midway inside the Woking half. So Kirk takes the throw. Gets a return to him by Arthurs. Now Webster long towards the box, over the head though of Olamola, and company cushion back from Moss to Jääskeläinen. No real clear-cut chances created here at Hayes Lane so far. It's been a pretty solid start from both teams. Jääskeläinen, an overarm throw into the feet of Delap. Delap goes long towards Kendall, who's inside right. That's a calm flick back there from Reynolds to Thomas. Thomas now looks like he'd just be looking to his right. A couple of bounces of the ball from the goalkeeper. So still deciding what he wants to do. I think he will be going long now. Tells his team to push up, and Thomas releases it with his right foot towards the centre circle. Control there from Cheek, and then just heavy touch in the end from Michael Cheek. Cleared out the centre circle from Kelly Evans. Being chased down there from Burko. Kirk hooks it up in the air, but now Woking on the front foot, edge of the box on left. Corboa puts in the cross towards the back post, and no one was there. Good opportunity there for Woking. Poor defending from Bromley. Ricky Corboa picked up the loose ball, gone into space, left edge of the area, whipped in the cross, and no one was making that run at the back post. First half chance here for Woking. It's a really good opening. Again, that's the best balls that the likes of Ricky Corboa and Charlie Kendall have got to latch on to. So goal kick here for Bromley. 10 minutes played here at Hayes Lane. Goals between Bromley and Woking. We'll bring you updates as the day goes on. The latest scores in the National League. Thomas with the goal kick. Bounce in the centre circle for Cuthbert to clear towards the right hand side. Picked up here from Reynolds now. Reynolds goes long to Olamola. Headed away from Wilkinson. Nice control from Kendall. Right hand side, 10 yards into the Bromley half. Here's Moss. Moss whips in the cross too far in front of Corboa, and collected comfortably from Lewis Thomas. And now here's the short roll from Thomas to Webster. Webster towards halfway, headed in field from Westham, but the ball had already gone out of play. So that will be a Woking throw on the left-hand side. Likely to be taken from Cuthbert. Burke now just lays it back to Cuthbert. Cuthbert picks up the ball. And now take a throw for Woking. So Cuthbert now quickly in the ball. Throws it down the left-hand side. Flicked on from Corboa. Did Corboa get the last touch? Or was it Charles? Did come off Corboa last. So that is a throw to Bromley on the right-hand side. Taken from Kirk. Kirk looking for Cheek, just behind halfway. Cuthbert beats him in the air. Out for another Bromley throw. It's So Bromley 0, Woking 0 here, Hayes Lane. Approaching the 12th minute, and it's been a solid start by both teams. Kurt takes the throw, flicked on for Cheek. Olomolo controls centrally ahead of Edwards. Now Whiteley lifts it towards the right hand side in the box. Hooked away there from Wilkinson. Only as far as Cheek. Cheek edge of the box. Now it's here with Kirk. Cross comes in towards the right hand side, headed away there from Moss. Onateo plays it back. Ball from Reynolds forwards and set different. Moss. It's Bromley 0, Woking 0 at the moment. No real clear-cut chances created in these early stages with 12 minutes gone. Corboa put a dangerous cross from the left-hand side, but no one was there to get onto it. Bromley had a free kick whipped in from the left. It was a tame header from Webster straight at Yaskalion. So Bromley 0, Woking 0 here, 12 minutes played. Long ball from the centre circle there from Woking. Trying to set Kevin Burko away on left-hand side, but it was overhit from Dion Kelly-Evans. A goal kick for Thomas to take. So again, the latest scores in the National League are Aldershot, with goals in it. Aldershot 1, Dorking 0, Chesterfield 0, Kidderminster 1, Eastleigh 1, Maidenhead 0, Southend 1, Bournemouth 0. So the games with goals in it. And here at Hayes Lane, it is goalless team Bromley and Woking. Head away from Wilkinson from the goal kick. Now Kelly-Evans heads over halfway, collected here. The right foot of Webster. Webster aims it long towards Weston, cleared away from Cuthbert, picked up from Corboa. Poor touch from Corboa though, centre of his own half. Now square from Arthurs. It is Odoteo. Odoteo plays it inside left to Whiteley. Whiteley back to Kirk, 3 yards in front halfway. Kirk, right foot on top of the ball. Lays off to his left. Kirk goes square. It's a poor pass though. We picked up here from Luca. Nice skill from Luca just behind halfway. Looking now to build up with Moss on the right hand side. Here comes Dan Moss. Moss has options in the middle to go forward with Kendall Burko. Cuts it back to Luca inside right just behind the area. Turns away from goal. Luca now slows down the play. Woking holding possession. Dion Kelly-Evans right in the middle. Gives it into the feet of Corboa. Corboa back to Cuthbert. And now Bromley have everyone behind the ball. Cuthbert to Wilkinson just by the centre circle. Wilkinson, a few touches with his right foot. Plays it short to Edwards. Edwards squared to Kelly-Evans. Woking just inside the Bromley half. Cuthbert back to Kelly-Evans. Right and halfway. Right foot and short to Edwards. Edwards squares it to Cuthbert. Off to his left. Now Cuthbert. Down line to Burko. Flicks inside to Kendall. And Kendall was in an offside position there. A little bit of possession for Woking, but couldn't really do much of the ball. They should have done better on that attack they were having on the counter. It was a real waste. Just broke down and Woking started playing it too slowly, but Woking showing that they can get those counter-attacks going. They just need to do a little bit more with them. But again, early stages here though, just over 14 minutes played here at Hayes Lane. Bromley 0, Woking 0. So some results going in the favour though of Woking so far, likes of Bournemouth, Maidenhead losing, or the Kidderminster winning. Thomas with the free kick headed away from Wilkinson. Forwards in the centre circle from Arthurs. That will sail over the head. It's a Cheek and Olamola back to Yaskalainen. Rolls it right-handed to Cuthbert. Now Edwards, middle of the Woking half, drags it away from Charles and squares it to Kelly-Evans. Now Woking have a bit of space, just behind halfway. Now it's Finn Delap in possession. Back into the feet of Dion Kelly-Evans. Kelly-Evans right-footed, about 5 yards behind to Wilkinson. Wilkinson square to Cuthbert. Burko wants the ball over halfway to the left. Instead it goes backwards from Cuthbert to Wilkinson. Press from Cheek, and Wilkinson had to play that across to Delap. Delap first time to Kelly-Evans. Woking still just inside their own half. Now a nice turn for Jane Luca. Luca back to Edwards. Edwards, nice pass through the middle to Luca. Luca out the centre circle, plays it to his right to Kendall. Kendall now just runs into trouble. Good tackle there from Webster. They had the pressure as well of Idris Oduteo coming across, and it's back now with Thomas. Really nice passing though from Woking between the lines, and just a shame that Kendall just got the ball stuck on his foot and under the pressure of Webster and Oduteo, and it was eventually dispossessed. And now Thomas spinning ball through the middle. Header from the centre circle from Wilkinson. Header back into the Woking half there from Reynolds. On halfway control from Whiteley. Now it's square into the feet of Kirk from Webster. Kirk, a couple of yards behind halfway, drills it with his right foot towards the right edge of the box. And that's well dealt with there. Cuthbert on the stretch. Skipper heads it out for a throw. Quickly taken here from Weston. Weston cuts in, looks to get across his left foot. Blocked from Corboa. Now it's Arthurs on the byline on the right hand side. Arthurs clips in a delivery towards the back post, and that sails away from Olamola. That take a deflection on the way through though. I think it did. Did take a little nick off Burko, so pressure not over yet for the home side. Bromley have a corner to take on the left hand side. Bromley 0, Woking 0. 16 minutes played here at Hayes Lane. So a corner for Bromley on the left-hand side. Again, Woking making sure they're organised. Delivery set to come in from Jude Arthurs. So Bromley corner, left-hand side. Arthurs raises his left arm. Arthurs whips in the corner. Header punched away from Wilkinson. And then there was a clash between Wilkinson and it was Jääskeläinen punched away. And it was a clash between Jääskeläinen and the Bromley player. Free kick given in Wokin's favour. Really good goalkeeping there from Jääskeläinen. Thought for a second it was going to be headed towards the goal from the Bromley man who was Alex Kirk, but excellent goalkeeping there from Wilkinson. Punched it away and then just had a collision with Kirk. Thankfully both players are up on their feet quickly. Jääskeläinen hands on his hips to take the free kick for Woking. Jääskeläinen looks like he's going to be aiming this towards the right hand side, searching for Moss. Long diagonal. Moss does win the flick on. Kendall running towards it. Kendall, can he get to it on the byline? Kendall hits the ball, tries to keep it in play, hits the ball. It went over the bar anyway from that tight angle, but it wouldn't have counted. For example, if he kept it in play, crossed it towards Gilboa, or his attempted loopman cross went in the back of the net. Kendall, really quick run, but again, the flick on was a little bit too heavy from Moss. In fact, a lot of that flag was up against Charlie Kendall anyway, so look, the flag was up for offside, but I think it had gone out of play as well. So, free kick here for Thomas to take towards the left-hand side from the Bromley goalkeeper. Cheek wins the flick on, cleared away from Delap down the right-hand side. Kendall beating the air from Reynolds on halfway. It's head up into the air from Dion Kelly-Evans and falls back to him. Lifts it with his right foot towards Kendall. Kendall midway inside the Bromley half, far side. Kendall diagonal ball, trying to play that in front of Burko. As Burko got the pace to get to it. It's on the byline with Burko. Very, very quick player, but even he didn't have the pace to get onto that. He was in that foot race with Miles Weston. Again, good idea though from Kendall. It was a bit isolated, has tried to spread the play towards Burko. Just a little bit too far in front of the left wing back. So goal kick here for Bromley. And again, Will Jääskeläinen hasn't really been overly tested so far. It's been a pretty quiet start here at Hayes Lane. Bromley 0, Woking 0, 19 minutes played. Goal kick from Thomas towards the left-hand side. And that sails out for a Woking throw, which will be taken just by the visitors' dugout. Finn Delap just waiting to receive the ball from the ball boy. Eventually gets it now, Finn Delap. So throw for Woking just a few yards behind halfway. Taking in field to Edwards. Edwards chased down from Cheek. Now it's back here with Wilkinson. Here's Jääskeläinen just inside his area in front of the penalty spot. Jääskeläinen right-footed. Now finds Cuthbert in some room. Edwards just telling Cuthbert to stay calm on the ball. Cuthbert drifts in field away from Olamola. Now here's Wilkinson. Cross to Delap. Whiteley closing him down. Delap down the right side, chested down there for Olateo, but Woking have it back on halfway. Nice skill from Jane Luca. Combines with Moss. Here comes Jane Luca. Lets the cut inside. Stopping his tracks though from Arthurs. Now played back into the feet of Kirk. Kirk carrying the ball out the fence. A long right-footed ball towards the area. He'll find it over the top towards Olamola. Heavy touch, which takes him out wide, but Olamola still has it. By the corner flag, facing up Cuthbert now. Olamola needs a bit of support. Olamola, edge of the area. Olamola gets the cross towards near post. Diving head away from Dion Kelly-Evans. Now a nice deft touch and Ricky Corbeau to Kevin Burko. Here's Burko into the centre circle. Kendall isolated, picks it up and gives it to Jane Luca. And Luca just pushed in the centre circle there. That will be a free kick. It was a bit of a poor push there from Callum Reynolds. Not really any need to make that. Pushing the centre circle on Jaden Luca. So free kick to Woking. And Edwards and Kelly Evans both in conversation. So free kick for Will Jääskeläinen to take as Woking pushing everyone up high. Now Jääskeläinen's pink goalkeeping kit. The officials just tell Jääskeläinen to take the ball a couple yards further back inside the centre circle. Now plays it short to Edwards. Edwards, a long ball into the area, and that's comfortable as you like for Lewis Thomas to collect. Waste of a set piece there from the Cards. Still Bromley 0, Woking 0. 21 minutes played. Short pass from Webster to Kirk. Kirk now drills it with his right foot down the channel. We chased it from Weston. Weston, a foot race of Cuthbert. Weston lifts it towards the back post. There was no one there though. Woking let it bounce. Now Moss controls it just inside the area under pressure from Whiteley. Moss has to clear it out. Just sliding towards the ball. Managed to clear it with his right foot. So Bromley with a throw in the attacking third for Odoteo to take. Odoteo has it back. Edge of the area, facing up Moss. Odoteo trying to find space to get across. And Odoteo now onto his right foot, then left. Short to Whiteley. Whiteley just inside the box, jinking onto his right foot. Whiteley on the line, the area, plays it through the middle. Intercepted though from Edwards, carries it out the box, and Edwards goes direct. Too high for Kendall. Kendall wants the ball towards his chest. Kendall not best pleased with Edwards, but I think Curtis Edwards, from his perspective, he just had to get it clear as quickly as possible. Throw for Bromley to take, and it's thrown from Webster to Thomas. Ball inside the D. Thomas, right-footed, spinning towards the left-hand side. Cheek wins the flick on towards Whiteley. Hooked away from Dion Kelly-Evans. Edwards. Here's Kelly-Evans. Long towards Kendall. Too far in front of Kendall, though. Reynolds being chased down. It's a nice Cruyff turn there from Reynolds away from Kendall. Now Reynolds in some room. Reynolds goes direct towards the left-hand side. Olamola beaten to it from Delap. Delap's header flicked on from Dion Kelly-Evans, just front halfway. Headed down the inside left channel from Arthurs. Cleared from Delap. Bit of room here for Corboa. Now Edwards just behind the centre circle. Pings it towards Burko. Burko gets to it. Woking in the attacking third. Burko level with the penalty area. Burko now onto his left foot. Burko attempts the cross. Good block there from Miles Weston, but Woking forced the corner kick. Excellent work there from Miles Weston to block that Kevin Burko cross, but again, Woking like to make that switch towards Burko. Well defended there from Weston. Corner kick for Woking then to take on the left-hand side. Here's Curtis Edwards to take the corner kick here for the Cards. Again, only a light wind around Hayes Lane today. It was far more windy in Woking's previous two games. Now drilled in Edwards from the corner kick, headed away from Cheek. Lift up in the air from Burko. It's still Bromley 0, Woking 0 here at Hayes Lane. 24 minutes played, and against Itchy last with us, no real clear-cut chances. Woking have had a few promising counter-attacks, but Bromley quickly broke them down. But I think Woking have been very, very solid at the back, and again, I think Woking could be really pleased with their work so far at Hayes Lane. It's Bromley 0, Woking 0, 24 minutes played. Whiteley loses possession against Edwards. Edwards, a really poor touch with his right foot, just carries it out of play. And Kirk take the throw here for Bromley. Short to Weston, back to the feet of Kirk. Bromley pushing forwards. Kirk looks to play short to Arthurs. Hook backwards from Corboa, headed away from Cuthbert. Bromley have it now with Kirk, lifts it towards the box. Olamola back towards goal, controls it, offside position, as Wilkinson just puts a thumbs up to the linesman. Complete the correct decision there. Clear offside against Olafella Olamola. As I was saying on the update to BBC Radio Surrey listeners, Woking have been very, very good with the back line. A little bit wasteful on the counter-attacks, but again, I think a point would be a great result. A win would be utterly incredible here. Again, York did achieve it though recently. Hayes Lane winning by 2-0. Again, he can get those shot results in the National League. Anything's possible. Look at Dorking, for example, beating Chesterfield 4-1 early on last month. Jaskalainen, free kick towards the right-hand side. And the ball will trickle out for a throw for Bromley, right in front of the corner flag. Again, Jaskalainen put a little bit too much, probably saying that lightly, way too much power on that free kick. Looking for Jane Luca, likes peeling out that right-hand side. So it'll be a throw here for Bromley to take. Reynolds, left side, the back three, takes the throw. It's now midway inside the Woking half. Moss heads it down. Another throw to Bromley. I think Andy Woodman has been slightly disappointed that side haven't really got going. But again, defensively, though, they have been solid, and they've stopped Woking when they've tried to counter-attack. A couple of occasions where Woking have passed the ball around nicely. So a throw here for Callum Reynolds to take on the far side for Bromley. Halfway in their half, and Reynolds takes the throw. Moss heads it down. Luca looks to hold it up. Jane Luca now just loses the ball. Controlled here now from Delap on halfway. Cleared away from Reynolds. Sliding towards it. Woking throw. Just on the midway inside the Bromley half on the far side. Finn Delap take it in front of the Bromley dugout. Finn Delap has Kelly Evans as an inside option. Finn Delap still looking in infield. Delap eventually takes a throw. Header infield from Moss. Now flicked backwards from Arthurs. That's calmly trickles into the path of Lewis Thomas to pick up the ball. And now Thomas rolls it to Kirk. Kendall leading the press straight away, coming across towards Kirk. Nice turn away from Kendall and play back into the feet of Thomas. Thomas, right-footed pass, sails just over halfway, flicked on from Whiteley, cleared from Delap, back into the Bromley half. Now header into the feet of Webster, calmly headed there from Reynolds, and now Webster lays it back in steppers right to Thomas. Thomas, left side of his area, launch it towards Cheek, who's inside left, headed away from Delap. Now hit first time for Reynolds, down the left channel, Olamo looking to get to it. Hooked up into the air from Kelly Evans. That will spin away for a throw to Bromley. Midway inside the Woking half, out on the far side. As Idris Olateo quickly wants the ball, gets it for his own fans, throws it to the edge of the box, controlled here from Olafella Olamola, nearby the corner flag. Being harassed from Finn Delap. As Olamola won the throw, he's carried it out of play in the end. Well defended there from Finn Delap. Aggressive straight away to Olamola by the corner flag. And that is a throw to Woking, very deep inside their own half. Delap just a couple of yards in front of the corner flag. Now takes the throw. It's Bromley 0, Woking 0. 27 minutes played. Luca can't flick on that throw. And it's now with Charles, and Charles dribbles past Moss, but then carries it out of play in the process. Woking throw midway inside their half. Take from Moss towards Kendall. Kendall beaten in the air by Reynolds. Drops it to Edwards on halfway. Edwards looking for Burko to make that inside left run, but in the end Weston covers well. Gets to it first and calmly passes it back to Thomas, just lays out in front of him. All just on the line of the D. Spinning through the centre. Cuthbert wins the head, and it's a free kick to Bromley. Slight push, and Cuthbert calls the referee on Jude Arthurs. So free kick to Bromley, 7-8 yards into the Woking half. So conversations going on as to take it. Jude Arthurs walks away from it. It'll be Webster to take the free kick. Will it be a short one? Well, now Webster walks away from the ball himself, so it will be Jude Arthurs to take the free kick here for Bromley in the middle, about just over 7 yards into the Woking half. So Arthurs lines this one up. Looks like he's aiming to whip it in towards the back post area. Arthurs raises his left arm. Arthurs whips the free kick in. Very, very heavy one. Will it be kept in play from Bromley? Here's a nice flick there from Reynolds. Cross in from the left-hand side, and it comes off Cheek and just wide. Delivery from Odateo, and deflected off the right leg of Cheek. Couldn't react quick enough. That was a lovely delivery from Odateo. As I said, Cheek, it came to him quickly, just came off his right leg, and thankfully from a Woking perspective, that trickled out for a goal kick, but certainly some warning signs there for Woking. And Cheek very unlucky. Again, it was a flat, quick delivery from Olateo, just off that right leg of Michael Cheek. So still Bromley 0, Woking 0, 29 minutes on the clock here at Hayes Lane. Flicked on from Moss from the goal kick. Now picked up here from Kendall on the right side. Kendall driving down that flank. Still Kendall looks to take it in the box and hits it off Reynolds. It's a Woking corner to take in front of their fans on the far side. Good work from Kendall, looking to get his legs going down that flank and trying to get beyond Reynolds. He's won the corner. Corner comes in, cleared away at the near post. Now Woking look to clip it in the box again. It's another corner kick to Woking. Corey Whiteley with the block. It was Kendall who took that quick corner. Came back to, and then Kendall's cross blocked from Whiteley. And it was Kendall wants to take that quick corner. I think usually the corner kick taker is Curtis Edwards. Of course, Alan Judge taking the corner kicks as well on Friday against Eastleigh. But again, he's not in the squad today, which is a shame for Woking. So a bit of push and shoving going on the box as Wilkinson just demonstrating the referee. Cuthbert falls to the ground. He was tussling there with, that was Reynolds he was battling with. Cuthbert, now the referee Greg Rollison just having a conversation there with Reynolds, Webster and Cuthbert. Now eventually this second corner kick for Woking can be taken, drilled in from Edwards, flicked up into the air and away from Cheek, out the box. It now controls it from Wilson, turns, takes a shot, and it's an easy save there for Thomas. That was heading off target, but Thomas wasn't taking any chances. Another half chance for Woking, but yeah, Wilkinson's effort pretty tame one, easy to deal with in the end. Olateo midway inside his own half, goes direct towards Olamola. Header from Delap towards the right side, bounce out for a Bromley throw, which will be taken just behind halfway. So it'll be Odateo to take it for Bromley. Idris Olateo's throw, flick backwards from Kelly Evans, got in the way of his own man there. Now Delap clears it to his left. It's a Bromley throw again, this time in the attacking third. It's left for Odateo. Whiteley to take this throw. Don't think this will be a long one. It's a throw into the box towards Whiteley. Whiteley on the byline controls. Now Whiteley plays back to Olateo. Olateo, dangerous looking cross headed away from Edwards at the near post. Ball bounces to Reynolds, a few yards in front of the centre circle. Now he runs onto his own header and then flicks it back in the centre circle to Webster. Bit of time on the ball there for Bromley. Now Wogan looking to press through Luca, but Bromley go through the press now. Played from Arthurs into the feet of Cheek in the middle. Now Cheek looks to slip it through. And now is out a foul there from Wilkinson. And the referee has awarded a free kick on the edge of the box. And it was a foul there from Wilkinson. I think that was on Corey Whiteley. So I thought for a second was that possibly going to be a penalty, but it is a free kick to Bromley in a dangerous position. Sharp player from Bromley. Cheek looking to lay that through, and Whiteley got to the ball first as Wilkinson just committed the foul. So he's gone into the referee's notebook. So first yellow card of this afternoon goes to Luke Wilkinson. He's going to have to be very, very careful. Bromley 0, Woking 0. Approaching the 33rd minute here at Hayes Lane. Bromley have a free kick right on the line of the area. So it will be Weston or Charles to take this one. Conversations going on. This is a really tough position to get it up and over the wall for on the line of the box, and Charles standing hands on the hips to the left of the ball. Weston square onto the right. Charles's body shape's a little bit more diagonal. So Woking get their wall set. So free kick from extremely close range here for Bromley. Inside right. It will be Charles to take. Up and over the wall, not too far away from the target there from Charles. A decent effort. Whipped it over the wall. Just wide of Jaskalainen's left post. So Woking very relieved. Slowly but surely we're getting more attacking moments here at Hayes Lane after the first half hour was very, very sparse of chances here. And now goal kick to be taken from Will Jaskalainen by way of Chesterfield have equalised against Kidderminster. Eastleigh 2-0 up against Mainhead. 3-0 now to Southend as well. Header forward from Bromley from the goal kick, and header back to Bromley off from Wilkinson. Head from Reynolds onto the chest of Edwards. Lifts up in the air with his right foot towards the right side, and it's flipped backwards from Odateo for throw for Woking. Level with the area taken from Moss. Back to Kelly Evans, right footed. And now clipped from Delap towards the area. Head away from Reynolds, falls down awkwardly on his back, who's just climbed with Charlie Kendall. Yeah, it didn't look the nicest of falls there for Callum Reynolds, climbing with Charlie Kendall. Yeah, not the nicest fall on his back there for the Bromley centre-back. He's sitting up now, which is good to see. Don't think Kendall will receive a card for that. Was nothing overly malicious. He had every right to go in the air with Reynolds. Reynolds just collided with Kendall. Bit an awkward fall. Good to see Reynolds back on his feet. Rightly given as a free kick to Bromley though, which will be taken from Lewis Thomas just inside his area. Bromley 0, Woking 0. Just over 10 minutes of this first half left. Thomas's free kick, flicked up into the effort Cheek now. Header forwards from Kelly Evans. Hooked from Charles, only finds Edwards. Edwards plays it over halfway for Burko to chase. That's good defending there for Kirk. Hits it off. Burko though. Now Burko turns, runs towards the box. Burko into the area. Burko left side, looks to play square to Colbauer. Can't get a shot away. And then Webster comes away with the ball. Plays to Cheek. Middle of the Bromley half. Spins away from Cupper. Good tackle from Edwards. Now drops in the middle there for Webster to spray it with his right foot. It's a lovely pass there from Byron Webster. Now here come Bromley. End-to-end stuff here now at Hayes Lane. Olamola charging towards the box. Olamola gets beyond Moss. Olamola's cross block though. Corner kick to Bromley on the left-hand side. It was a good block there from Finn Delap. But again, good half chance there for Corboa. He swiped towards the ball and completely missed it with his right foot. So it's a corner kick here for Jude Arthurs to take on the far side. Just under 10 minutes of this first half remaining. Can the deadlock be broken? So Arthurs looking towards the centre again. The Webster makes a good movement along with Cheek. Arthurs delivery towards the back post, and it's flicked wide. The target there from Cheek. It did come off Cheek last, off balance. And Woking were defending really well there. Cheek flung himself towards the ball, but yeah, came off the right side of his head and well off target. And Woking can breathe a sigh of relief. And so far, it's been a good first half job for them. So the gains were goals, and nationally it's Old Shot leading Dorking by a goal to 0, Tresford 1, Kidderminster 1, Eastleigh 2, Maynard 0, Southend 3, Bournemouth 0. Here at Hayes Lane, there's one of quite a few gains without a goal so far this afternoon. Nationally, but again, Bournemouth looking doomed at the moment, 3-0 down to Southend United. And that point for Woking at Roots was looking even better now. The results that Southend are having since that draw and before that as well. Yaskalainen's goal kick headed down from Reynolds, just front halfway is Corbett. Chips it to Moss. Moss heavy touch in fields and cleared away from Reynolds, just over halfway. Volleyed from Wilkinson, and that's out for a Bromley throw midway inside their own half on the left. And Wilkinson does need to be careful, being on a yellow card. So throw here for Callum Reynolds to take. Now Reynolds looking down that left flank. Reynolds releases the ball. Nice header one from Moss, being chased on there from Kendall. Header from Webster, now it's a Woking throw. About 15 yards into the Bromley half, and now Finn Delap picks the ball up from a steward. And looks like he'll be taking a short throw at Delap as Corboa dropping towards him, and he go a bit further down the line. Delap still yet to take the throw. Now Delap releases the throw towards the box. Luca beating the air from Reynolds, falls back to Delap. Now Delap chips it towards the centre of the area, volleyed away by Kirk. It's middle of that back three at the time being. Olomolo controls the ball just behind the centre circle. Release it forwards and Cheeks chasing it down. Cuthbert tells Yaskalainen to get there. Yaskalainen, good sweeper keeper job there from him. Clears it away with his right foot. And it's now back to his opposite number in Thomas. Fat Thomas lets the ball now run out for a Bromley goal kick. Again, Woking at the back have been superb so far. Really limited Bromley to very little. So Thomas now in the sunshine here at Hayes Lane. Thomas takes the throw, although dark clouds are lurking in the background. Cheek flicks on, now clear from Edwards towards the right side. Kendall chasing the ball down, he's up against Reynolds. Now it's by the corner flag, and Reynolds wins that battle. Gets himself in between Kendall and the ball, and that is a Bromley throw. A couple of bounces of the ball from Reynolds before we take it. Be giving an update to the BBC Radio Surrey listeners very shortly. It's here though, it's Bromley 0, Woking 0. 39 minutes played here. Throw in taken by Reynolds, flicked on from Cheek, flicked further on from Whiteley, volleyed from Delap. Now Luca gets under control, loses balance though, Jane Luca, and concedes the throw. And it is Jane Luca trying to get old possession there, just lost his balance though. So throw for Reynolds to take, just midway inside his half on the far side. Reynolds takes the throw, ball bouncing towards Olamola. Header one from Edwards, now Odoteo's header forwards, and Edwards clears again. And it's a free kick to Woking. Unfortunately, still not a goal here at Hayes Lane with 39 minutes played. So yeah, still Bromley 0, Woking 0. Probably the best chance since you were last with us was a free kick to Bromley, taken from Ashley Charles right on the line of the area, inside right, whipped over the wall and just went wide of Yaskalainen's post. It was a good moment for Woking inside the box. Corbeau was teed up but completely missed the ball with his right foot, and Bromley managed to clear. So it's Bromley 0, Woking 0. Yaskalainen's free kick flipped backwards there by Charles, but caught from Thomas. Thought for a second it was going to loop over his head, but Thomas quickly adjusts his feet. Now lays out in front of him, just in front of his box. Now Thomas aids it long, looking for Weston. Now Cheek wins the flick on Weston, heads it in field, controlling the chest of Olamola. Edwards gets across, nice work from Edwards to skip beyond Arthurs. Now Edwards plays it over halfway, down left hand side for Berger. Good sliding challenge there from Kirk on Berger. Berger falls a little bit heavily down the ground but quickly gets back up. That did come off Kirk last. So that is a throw to Woking. Up midway inside the Bromley half. Here in the near side for Cuthbert to take. Cuthbert has Corbeau calling for it. Looks for Kendall instead, inside left, beaten to it from Whiteley. Now forwards to Corbeau, trying to come away with the ball. Now Kendall weaves in between two Bromley players. Kendall left side of the box, cuts in on his right foot. Kendall shot blocked from Webster. Corner kick here for Woking. Really good quick feet there from Charlie Kendall. Left side of the box. Quickly release a shot, low down, but it was a sharp block there. The right heel of Byron Webster. There's a corner kick for Woking on the left-hand side. Curtis Edwards to deliver. Could this be the moment for Woking? 4 minutes left of normal time in this first half. Edwards plays the corner short to Kendall, returns it back to Edwards. That's a poor return though, and Bromley clear. Now Whiteley gives it into the feet of Weston. Bromley looking to counter. Weston over halfway on the right hand side. Weston though runs into trouble. Good work there for Jane Luca. Stopped to his task as Weston tried to take it past him. Luca ran across him and cleared it away with his left foot for a Bromley throw. Midway inside the Woking half. On the right for Kurt Taylor. Looks to take a shot to Weston. Cut out though from Luca. Luca to come away with the ball, and there was just a foul from behind there. And there's that right heel from Weston. Again, Luca all-round game, defensively brilliant. Again, looks to be that bright spot for Woking when he can. Although Bromley have shut him out though when Woking have tried to attack. Kendall's probably been Woking's most dangerous attacker so far. And it's free kick here for Will Jaskalainen to take. 3 minutes his first start to go. Jaskalainen through inside left channel, chested down from Kurt to Weston. Weston turns away for Burko and clears it. Burko had his foot stood on, hobbling a bit. Burko headed from Cuthbert, couldn't be kept in play from Edwards. Edwards just cheekily hang on to the ball for a bit too long, and that is a yellow card for Kurt Edwards. And I have to say, can't say I disagree with the referee though. Dion Kelly Evans bellowing out his frustrations towards the referee Greg Rollerson, but I think that's the correct decision given towards the face of Curtis Edwards. The yellow cards. A throw for Bromley on halfway on the right hand side. Kurt takes it. Header one for Cuthbert. Volley through the middle from Kelly Evans. Header towards centre circle by Webster. Is that foul there from Moss? Nothing given against Woking. Hit through the middle from Kelly Evans. Controlling the bounce to the chest of Corboa. Squares it to Burko. Woking the attacking third. Burko chicks in the cross towards the right hand side. Controlled there from Moss. Inside the penalty area. Looks hit across the face of goal. And Corboa's in the net. And he's onside. And Woking lead by a goal to nil. Late on in this first half. With 2 minutes left. The away fans go wild on the far side. A brilliant switch from left to right. Dan Moss controlled the ball inside the area, played it across to Corboa, and he kneed it home into the bottom corner. It's Bromley 0, Woking 1, and Ricky Corboa with the finish. Such sharp instinct inside the box. Looked like it bounced him a little bit awkwardly, but just managed to stretch himself towards the ball and kneed it into the back of the net. And Woking have held firm this half. Haven't really created too many clear-cut chances, but you keep yourself in the game. You just need to create that one moment. And Ricky Corboa has taken it. So Bromley certainly look rocked by that. Can they make it a late response in this first half? Again, we just have 1 more minute to play of this first half of normal time. As Bromley get us back underway now. And here's Reynolds to square it to Kirk. Now back on the way, Kurt being closed down from the goal scorer, Corboa. Kurt down the right hand side, and Olamola can't get to it. Trying to use that pace, Olamola behind, but excellent defence for Luke Wilson. He's been outstanding for Woking so far this afternoon, despite being on a yellow card, which is foul he probably had to make at that time as well. So goal kick here for Jaskalainen to take. I'll give the update to BBC Radio. Sorry, listeners. In a minute, it's Bromley 0, Woking 1 here. Again, with last minute normal time in this first half. Jaskalainen to take the goal. Yes, and it's gone to Woking. Ricky Corboa with the goal. It was a really nice switch from Woking. Left to right, Burko played it across to Dan Moss. Right side the penalty area, hit it across first time. Ricky Corboa unmarked in the 6-yard area. Just stretched himself towards the ball and kneed it into the back of net. Woking have fought so hard this first half, and they deserve to be in front for their first half efforts here. It's Bromley 0, Woking 1. We're now in first half stoppage time. Throwing taken from Bromley, and now Finn Delap clears back to Thomas. So now Thomas, 2 minutes of stoppage time, just to confirm in this first half as Thomas goes long through the middle. Wilson flicks it backwards, and Wilson pushed from behind from Olamola. Again, I mentioned that man a moment ago, but Luke Wilkinson simply outstanding so far. Again, a long way to go though for Woking. Again, I was here in October covering Dorking. They played at Bromley. They scored first, but again, Bromley have that knack of collecting those key home results, and it's a free kick to Jaskalainen towards the right side, too far in front of Dan Moss, chasing the ball down. That's good work from Odetage to shield him off and let the ball run out for a goal kick to Bromley. So now played the first minute of stoppage time here at Hayes Lane. Woking lead by goal to nil for Ricky Corboa. He's been brought into the side today. It's a goal kick from Thomas, searching for Cheek. Headed down from Delap. Corbeau knees it just about halfway. Now lifted with the right foot of Kelly Evans towards Kendall. And Webster lets the ball bounce, but does well there against Kendall. Heads it back to Lewis Thomas. Can Bromley create one more chance this first half? Bromley 0, Woking 1. Coming down to last minute of first half stoppage time. Only 2 minutes added on. Thomas towards the left-hand side. Flicked on for G. Now Olamola's header. Down here for Whiteley. Whiteley edge of the box though. He's facing away from goal. Whiteley with Kelly Evans put under pressure by the corner flag. Whiteley holds him off. Links up with Olateo. Now in field and a heavy touch there though from Charles. Looking to sprint to the box. Looks to win the tackle against Luca, but Luca does well not to get a touch on the ball again. Charles tries to play off Luca. And on the byline, Luca just fended off Charles superbly and let it run out for a goal kick to the cards. And the 2 minutes are up now. So should have the whistle blown from the referee, Greg Rollerson, any second now. And the referee just takes a look at his watch, and Jasklein understandably taking his time with this goal kick. Jasklein now releases it with his left foot, searching for Kendall. Can't win the header. It's headed square from Reynolds. Bounce awkwardly for Kirk. Kirk heads it back. Caught from Thomas. Their one last chance. It's first half for Bromley. There isn't. The referee blows his whistle. Half-time at Hayes Lane. It's Bromley 0, Woking 1. Late on this first half, Ricky Corbeau breaking the deadlock. Again, lovely switch from Woking, left to right. Dan Moss inside the area, hit it across the face of goal. And Corbeau was there to knee in. And really, that was Woking's best chance of this half as well. But again, they've limited Bromley so well. Cheeks had an opportunity which came off his knee. Cross in for Olateo at that moment. Charles had a free kick just wide, but overall really hasn't. Jasklein's goal hasn't been peppered. It's been an excellent first half from Woking so far. So half-time scores in the scores at the National League at the moment. Aldershot 1, Dorking 0. It's still going on. Altrincham 1, Oldham 0. That is half-time. Barnet 1, Oxford 0 still going on. Chesterfield 1, Kidderminster 1. Dagenham 0, Ebbsfleet 0. Half-time. Team EC and Maynard, that's 2-0 to EC. Halifax York was postponed. Rochester Hartlepool still going on, that's goalless. Southend 3-0 up against Bournemouth, who are certainly looking helpless at the moment in that relegation zone. Still going on there. Half time, Team Wilson, Solihull Moors, that is goalless. Half time at Hayes Lane, it is Bromley 0, Woking 1. Join us soon for the second half action. Can the Cards take a humongous step towards safety in the National League?
Got some very special guests with us here this afternoon, and that's our under-15 JPL side, who are the winners of the JPL under-15 NPC London Blue League. Congratulations to them all, winning the title in March, which is a fantastic achievement. The team have joined us on the pitch now and are about to embark on a lap of honour, so please do give them a warm reception as they come around the ground. A fantastic achievement from this group of young players, and of course big shout out to Jeff Perkins, the manager, who's also with the team on the pitch. Let's read out the names of those victorious players then. Congratulations to all of the following names: Jack Denton, George Hardy, Charlie Innes, Max Rope, Tommy O'Donnell, Ralph Jones, Callum Burgess, Riley Stammers, Henry Cran, Jay Bajaj, Lewis Alerabo, Ashton Pignall, Seb Amati, and Danas Jonapiene. Congratulations to all of you once again. A truly phenomenal achievement to win your league in March, win the league nonetheless. Fantastic from this group of young players, coaching staff, and of course dedicated parents and carers. Well done to all of you.
Cool, thanks Tim. Cheers, thanks.
From the special guests on the field to a special guest off the field. We're delighted to be joined by members, volunteers and staff from Casper this afternoon, who do some fantastic work looking after people with autism in the London Borough of Bromley. And I'm joined by Kim from Casper up in the press box now. Kim, first and foremost, you'll say it a lot better than I do. What is Casper?
Thank you so much for having us. So Casper supports 600 people within the borough of Bromley. We start from age 2 and go all the way through to adults, so our oldest is actually 56. And we provide clubs and activities for all of our members. They're all autistic, and we currently don't receive any money from the government, so we really rely on the local community and really helping us with the support to provide the money and fundraise for us as well. So that's mainly what we do. We're really local, we're in the heart of Bromley, and we have 600 members at the moment. We've got 200 on a waiting list as well, so we really need more money to be able to provide more activities for everyone that needs it.
It's fantastic what you do, and I know that through my personal and professional life. But what kind of activities do you do? And also, what do you do with the football club?
So yeah, we do have our weekly football sessions here at Bromley FC, which we're so grateful for, which I know Tobias also goes to as well, and Charlie, and they're all here today as well. They're loving Bromley, they come here regularly, but every Saturday we have sessions here with Bromley, doing, I think we start from the age 5 and go all the way through to adults, learning how to play football, and it's specifically for neurodivergent people as well. And other clubs that we do at Casper, we have drama, we have sensory activities, we go to Butlins, we also have residential night stays where some of our autistic members can learn how to cook and clean and make the beds and do all those things that some people might take for granted. We try and help our autistic members as well get employment.
Yeah, most certainly. Half-time, Bromley 0, Woking 1. A job well done from Woking in the first half. The first half hour, there wasn't really too many clear-cut chances at all. The big first chance fell to Bromley, crossing from the left-hand side from Odoteo. Michael Cheek saw it late and it just came off his right knee wide of the target. A few minutes later, Bromley had a dangerous free kick. Charles lifted over wall just wide of Jääskeläinen's post. But in the last minute and all time in the first half, Kevin Burko made the diagonal switch to Dan Moss at the back post. He hit it across the face of goal, and there was Ricky Corboa, who's been brought to the side today to knee it unmarked in the 6-yard box into the back of net, which send the Woking fans at the other side of the ground into pandemonium at Hayes Lane. So half-time, it is Bromley 0, Woking 1.
Provide our services, so all the money that we raised here today goes towards continuing what we want to be able to do, and help people like Tobias and Charlie and Malik and everyone who is here today. Yeah, thank you so much to everyone who has donated, and to who, if you are going to donate as well. Well, like I said, we do take cash and card.
Kim, thank you so much. Tobias, thank you so much. And everyone from Casper, thank you for joining us this afternoon. So if you do see Tobias, if you see Kim or Sarah or anyone else from Casper, go and have a chat to them. And if you can, please donate. Right, a couple of half-time shout-outs for you now. Very happy belated birthday to Asher, who turned 9 on the 26th of March and is here today with Warwick, Casper, Amari, Arnold and Bar. Have a great day, everyone, and we hope to see you all again soon. And a first-time Raven also today. We've got Isabel Laidlaw, who's recently moved to the area with her family and is watching her first Bromley game today. Isabel, we hope it's the first of many and that you all have a fantastic day with us today. Half-time scores from a round of the Vanarama National League now. Aldershot Town 1, Dorking 1, 0. Altrincham 1, Oldham Athletic 0. Barnet 1, Oxford City 0. Chesterfield 1, Kidderminster Harriers 1. Dagenham Redbridge 0, Ebbsfleet United 0. Eastleigh 2, Maidenhead United 0. Rochdale 0, Hartlepool United 0, and Rochdale down to 10 in that one. Southend United 3, Borehamwood 0, and Wealdstone 0, Solihull Moors 0. Reminder to Bromley Sports, our next match is of course this coming Saturday, the 6th of April, as we play host to Solihull Moors in the semi-finals of the FA Trophy. That's kick-off 3 PM. Remember to get your tickets online, bromleyfc.co.uk, or pop in to the club shop during the week.
Hello and welcome back here to Hayes Lane. Bromley 0, Woking 1 coming into second hours. Bromley just in the huddle looking to turn this game on its head to try and continue the pressure on Barnet. But Woking are looking to extend the gap on the bottom four. Really good first half performance to them. Not an over amount of chances created, but that's the main thing is they kept themselves solid and taking the chance that came to them. The last minute of normal time, the first half, where diagonal ball came to Dan Moss and it crossed the face of goal. And Ricky Corbeau was there to knee it into the back of net. Now Bromley dispersed in their huddle. Yeah, they've had some dark clouds lurking about, but the sun is shining on the Hayes Lane turf as Woking shooting from left to right are ready to get us back underway here for the second half. Can Woking hold out for another huge victory away from home? Again, you look at the victory got away from home at Altrincham last month. They're sitting in the top 5 along with Bromley. Again, Bromley have had a decent record of beating. Woking have had a decent record of beating sides in the top 5 recently, like Barnet, Gateshead and Altrincham. So can Bromley be added to the list? Referee looks at his watch, ready to blow his whistle for the second half, with Curtis Edwards set to get us underway here at Hayes Lane. Slightly blustery conditions, but hasn't really affected the ball too much when there has been those direct passes hit forwards. And still wait for the second half to get underway. And looks like Will Davis, by the way, is about to come on for Bromley as a substitution. So Davis now is ready to come. Looks like it's going to be a double substitution for Bromley before we get underway. So that is the delay and getting things underway in this second half. So we get the kicking off the second half shortly. So first substitution is Miles Weston off for Keto Taylor-Hart. So there's the first substitution made by Bromley. And now second one set to be made, which is Will Davis coming on. So Andy Woodman certainly not best pleased with what he's seen at first half action. And Olafella Olamola off, and Will Davis is on. So there are the changes made by Bromley. Now finally we are ready to get back underway this second half. Curtis Edwards to kick us off with Woking in their gold away strip with dark blue shorts, shooting from left to right, and Edwards gets us back underway, plays to Wilkinson. No substitutions made by Woking, by the way. A long ball sent towards Kendall, headed away from Reynolds. Now Cuthbert halfway, lifts it back through the middle, header from Reynolds again. Wilkinson powers his header with the inside left channel, cleared from Webster. Now played back into the feet of Arthurs there. That was a poor pass from Keto Taylor-Hart to Arthurs, just a heavy touch from Arthurs. So a Woking throw inside the first few seconds of the second half, and it'll be Scott Cuthbert to take it down the left hand side for the Cards. Cuthbert's throw, searching for Burko, head and field for Keto Taylor-Hart. Now bounces in the middle for Moss. Moss hooks it to his left to Kelly Evans. Collected here from Taylor-Hart, being pulled back here clearly from Kelly Evans. Kelly Evans puts a tackle in, but the referee does give a free kick to Bromley for that pull from Kelly Evans. Quickly taken though by Callum Reynolds. That bounces comfortably back to Yaskalainen and collects it left side of his area, left side 6-yard area now. Comes out of that zone. And just talking with Finn Delap here, Will Yaskalainen. Don't think this will be rolled short from Yaskalainen now. Just throws the ball and then smashes it with his left foot towards the left hand side. Headed away from Kirk. Now it's a square header there from Arthurs, and Bromley have conceded a throw. So a throw here for Burko to take. Burko has Cuthbert close by. Burko's throw towards the near post area, headed out for another Woking throw by Byron Webster. Short throw from Burko again. Woking still in the attacking third. Edwards to Burko. Corbeau, the goal scorer, close by. Burko plays it back to Edwards. Short pass and field to Luca. Inside left. Now back to Edwards. Edwards has a nice pass and field to Delap. Delap now driving through the middle for Woking. Delap stopped in his tracks though from Davis. And it's a pull from Delap on Arthur to stop him playing that ball towards Whiteley on the left hand side. And that looks like it will be a yellow card, or what? Yep, it is going to be a yellow card to Finn Delap. So he joins Curtis Edwards and Luke Wilkinson in the referee's notebook. So free kick here for Bromley to take. Played square from Webster. Now play back into the feet of Webster. And that's a long ball hit forwards. Wilkinson headed away. It's still Bromley 0, Woking 1 with 2.5 minutes into the second half. Bromley have ran the changes with Taylor and Davis coming on. That's a Woking, they remain unchanged and no real clear-cut chances in the second half so far. Bromley just knocking the ball out in front of halfway, but again, Woking shape off the ball has been terrific today. They've been so hard to break down. So yeah, just early stages of the second half. Woking still leading by goal to 0 here at Hayes Lane. Reynolds plays it square. And now Bromley have it on the right-hand side. That's played back to Webster by Arthurs. Bromley have it in the centre circle here with Reynolds. Plays it off to his left. Odoteyo midway inside the Woking half. Now Odoteyo's ball towards the box. Chested down from Davis, but Davis ran in behind too early. And that has been given as a free kick to Woking. Again, good idea to play that ball over the top. Again, it's just frustrating for Bromley. And Davis pushing up along with Cheek. Again, Olamola was replaced at half-time. And Jaskalainen can be really pleased with his work along with the whole side so far. They've been excellent. Again, Jaskalainen struggled on Friday against East. Those high balls being put in, but he's done really well today. Jaskalainen with the free kick. Look for Moss, and Moss's shirt was being pulled back from Idris Odoteyo. So that's a free kick to Woking. Be taken on the right-hand side, midway inside the Bromley half. Curtis Edwards to take it again. Clear pull there from Odoteyo on the back of shirt of Dan Moss. So now the ball's given to Curtis Edwards. So midway inside the Bromley half, inside right channel. Edwards to deliver. Could this be the moment where Woking possibly get an early second goal? So Edwards now pings it in with his right foot at the back post. Headed out the box from Webster. Just front the centre circle forwards to Kelly Evans. With the right foot out looking for Wilson out that left hand side. It's headed off Wilkinson in the end by Kurt. Wilson had the ball headed off his right foot. So throw taken from Kurt towards Kido Taylor-Hart. Header one from Kelly Evans. Kept in play by Reynolds. Headed down the line, headed away from Cuthbert. Now falls back to Wilson. Nice feet from Wilson. Wrong foot to Cheek, and then Wilkinson has to go back to Jaskalainen just inside his box. Jaskalainen left side of it, slipped. He took the kick forwards, but got a lot of power on that kick and cleared away from Kirk. Only as far as Edwards. Edwards through the middle. Kendall couldn't quite take it on the stretch with his right foot. And Webster calmly plays it back to Thomas. Thomas now towards the halfway line. Cheek can't win the head of it. Bounces here for Davis. Davis in a bit of space. Out on the far side. Davis midway inside the Woking up. Being pressurised from Burko. And Davis under the pressure. Burko just lost his footing and just comes his right foot and out of play. Bit of concern here though for Kevin Burko. He's gone down here. Did Davis just clip him, or did he just fall awkwardly? Again, after seeing the injury to Timmy Odosina on Friday, that's the last thing that Woking near. Good to see Burko back on his feet though. Now Burko just talking to the referee. I wonder if there was a foul. Burko looking a bit animated. Just a throw to Woking though, midway inside their half. Bromley 0, Woking 1. 6 minutes played in this second half. Ricky Corboa's goal in the last minute, normal time in the first half. Separates the two sides. Cuthbert's throw. Headed forwards from Kido Taylor-Hart. Held up here from Davis. Now Cuthbert clears it. Bounce down the right side. Just over halfway as Kendall loses his footing. And Kendall wins the free kick. And he was tossing there with Callum Reynolds. Did really well, Kendall. The Bromley fans had a good view out there, extremely frustrated. I felt Kendall went down a little bit too easily. But Woking do have the free kick here to take, right on halfway. On the left for Dion Kelly Evans. Curtis Edwards is now the man to take it. Dion Kelly Evans walks away from the scene. So Edwards to ping this long ball. Edwards instead actually plays it down the line for Kendall instead of towards the box. Kendall has the pace to get to it. Kendall now facing up Charles. Kendall puts it across towards the back post and headed behind for a Woking corner on the right hand side by Idris Odoteyo. Decent delivery there from Charlie Kendall. No one making that run at the back post. And whipped it in with his right foot. That would have been a good area for maybe Dan Moss to come in. Again, Moss did so well for the first goal, obviously being at the back post available to hit it across to Ricky Corboa. So corner kick for Woking on the right hand side. Jaden Lucas take it. Bromley 0, Woking 1. Luca lifts it in towards back post. That's a really poor corner. Kuboa chasing it down. And now Bromley clear their lines. High up towards Kido Taylor-Hart. Kelly Evans lets the ball bounce on the far side. Kelly Evans, a risky game there, letting it bounce, but hooks it away in the nick of time. Now Bromley have it just front halfway. Good feet here from Whiteley. Now it's left here for Charles. Charles with it short. Inside right to the feet of Arthurs. There's a push there on Charles, as Arthurs tried to combine with him. Free kick to Bromley. Just over 10 yards into the Woking half. Inside right. It's the referee, Greg Rollison, just talking to Charlie Kendall, who's the one who made that push on Jude Arthurs. So free kick to the home side. And it will be the man who won the free kick, Jude Arthurs, take it. Right arm raised. Arthurs now sets himself. So whips it in towards header Kirk. Kirk too high for him. Heads it over the bar. In fact, no, the bar was well wide of the target. Offside flag up against Kirk anyway. Good line held there from Michael Doyle's men. Defensively, they've been so good today. That's another example of it. Again, Kirk well offside. It was an awkward ball from Elliot, stretching towards it. Headed it way off target. So free kick for Jaskalainen to take. Jaskalainen out towards Moss, just over halfway. Moss beating the air for Olateo, now falls back down for Olateo, but Kelly Evans gets there first. Gives it away though to Bromley, just behind the centre goes Kirk, lifts it towards the far side. And Kido Taylor-Hart doesn't have the pace to get to the ball first though. And Kido Taylor-Hart replacing Miles Weston, playing as that right wing back. Again, both sides playing with fairly similar systems today. Woking to take the throw here with Scott Cuthbert on the far side. Cuthbert's throw. Corboa can't win the flick on. Header one from Reynolds. And ball midway inside the Woking half. Cuthbert heads forward. Headed up into the air from Arthurs. And then Burko just fends off Reynolds and makes sure that bounces out for a Woking throw. But a pretty quiet start to this second half. Just approaching the 55th minute here at Tays Lane. It is Bromley 0, Woking 1. Ricky Corboa with a goal separated in the two sides. Cuthbert's throw. And forward from Webster. Now cleared out the grounds altogether from Scott Cuthbert there. So ball given quickly for the throw to be taken from Reynolds. Down the right hand side, headed away. Headed forwards again from Bromley, where Edwards wins there, now hooked on with the right foot of Corboa. Kendall trying to hold it up just inside his own half. Webster retrieves it back. Now plays out to Kido Taylor-Hart, facing up Cuthbert. Taylor-Hart down the flank, edge of the box, down the byline. Taylor-Hart towards the near post. Good inception there from Wilkinson, that it can't film last. It was him and Davis coming towards the ball. It did hit the right foot of Wilkinson last. Corner kick to Bromley. Dangerous there from Kido Taylor-Hart, driving down that right hand side. Well defended though from Wilkinson. So corner kick for Bromley to take just over 10 minutes into the second half. Idris Olateo on the right hand side to take the corner kick for Bromley. It's Bromley 0, Woking 1. Olateo whips in towards near post, headed away by Kendall. Luca looks to get to the ball first. Ball bouncing, and Olateo outmuscles him. Olateo looks to get down the line. Good defender for Kelly Evans. There's a pull there on the shirt of Dion Kelly Evans in front of the Woking fans by Idris Olateo. Free kick to Woking. Again, Woking breaking up this game so well. Anytime Bromley put the ball in the box. Again, Woking limiting them so well so far, but again, long way to go here at Tays Lane. 56 minutes on the clock. Bromley 0, Woking 1. Again, Bromley had that quality to cause anyone problems. That's the reason why they are sitting inside the top three in the National League. Andy Woodman's done a superb job here. So free kick for Will Jaskalainen table. Michael Dawes done a really good job as well the last few weeks. Getting Woking out the relegation zone, headed away from Webster. Edwards has it back. Clips up into the air. Edwards felt he was fouled, but Corboa turns inside left. Now Woking looking to come forward. Kendall squares it to Burko. Burko has two Bromley men around him. Burko on the pressure on Arthurs. Burko by the corner flag. Let's put in the low cross, and the end goes out to play. Burko off balance. Great defending there from Jude Arthurs. Closing down the angle for Kevin Burko. Goal kick for Bromley. Again, Bromley just communicating at the back then. I think it's Reynolds just telling his team to stay calm. And a long way to go this match, and Thomas with the goal kick. Chested down for Edwards in the centre circle. Luca on the bounce lifts it towards Kendall. Header square to the path of Reynolds by Webster. Goes just over halfway, header and centre circle up in the air now, falls to Edwards, lifts it to Corbeau, heads it square to Luca. Luca takes on the stretch, surrounded by 2 Bromley players. What a turn that is from Jaden Luca. Luca fouled low in the centre circle, and a yellow card shown as well, and that's been shown to Jude Arthurs, who made the foul. Then Jane Luca, but terrific feat there for Jane Luca in the centre circle. Jude Arthurs felt he had to foul him there. Stop Luca trying to break away. So a free kick on the line in the centre circle for Curtis Edwards to take. Just inside this Bromley half. Edwards now will be looking to where Cuthbert and Wilkinson are located, which is inside right. So Edwards still waiting to put it in now. Edwards drills on the free kick towards the back post and the box to Wilkinson. Wilkinson heads it in the centre. Ball bouncing around the air. Falls to Talap. Heavy touch on Talap. Now Talap plays it back to Luca. Edge of the area, back to Edwards in the centre. Edwards diagonal ball. It's going to be too far though for Wilkinson. Wilkinson keeps it in play, scuffs it. He couldn't keep it in play actually. It is a goal kick to Bromley. An idea there from Woking from the set piece to head it to Wilkinson. Wilkinson head it in field and just fell to the wrong man and finned the lap. Desi trying to get a shot away, couldn't do so. Play it back to Luca. And it played it to Edwards, who his diagonal ball to Wilkinson was just a bit too far for him. Try and keep it in play. It's a short goal kick from Matthews to Reynolds. To Thomas. Now Thomas through the middle. Header one by Cuthbert. Out to left hand side. Bounces away from Corbeau. Header down from Webster. Now slammed up into the air by Jude Arthurs and out of bounds for a Woking throw. So it's Cuthbert to take it on the far side. Quick wipe of the ball. Bromley 0, Woking 1. Hayes Lane. Missed clearance there from Webster. Picked up from Luca. Inside left. Luca short to Edwards. Edwards, tiny feet. Edwards still retrieves ball. Brilliant work for Edwards. Hold up. Now Burko plays a 1-2 with Corbeau. Burko now back down line for Corbeau. Edge of the box. Corbeau puts the cross towards Dan Moss and beaten to it at the back post by Odoteo. Moss commits a foul as well. That was really good combination play there. And that was a dangerous cross by Burko. Just couldn't quite find Moss. And excellent defending from Odoteo, who just nicked in front. Head it with Odoteo now, slowly getting back on his feet. Felt the thud of Dan Moss going through the back of him, but very inviting cross there from the left-hand side. I Woking, really good combination play between Burko and Corbeau. So free kick for Bromley, taken from Thomas inside his area. Thomas, the sun's shining further down the pitch now. Flicked on from Cheek towards Davis. Davis gets to it. He will get to it. Keeps him playing the byline. Near by the corner flag on the right-hand side. Good tackle there from Wilkinson. Concedes the throw. Just nicked it off the right foot of Davis. So throw here for Bromley to take. Taking quickly from Arthurs to Keto Taylor-Hart. Arthurs plays it back to Webster. Here's Thomas outside of his box. Thomas just taking a few steps back in front of his D. And now plays it long towards the right-hand side, headed away from Cuthbert, just over halfway. Now cushion head down from Charles. Lifted down the line from Arthurs for Davis to chase. And Cuthbert needs to fend off Davis. The last touch come off Cuthbert there. Didn't. Again, as the ball went out of play, it was good pressure there from Davis on Cuthbert, but Cuthbert stuck to his job. That was excellent work there from Cuthbert. Again, him and his fellow defenders have done brilliantly at the back, as have the whole team today. And scores in National League at the moment. Aldershot 1, Dorking 0. Altrincham 1, Oldham 0. Barnet 1, Oxford 0. Chesterfield 1, Kidderminster 3. Dagenham FC is 0-0. As now Woking had the ball with Jane Luca. Kelly Evans out towards the right side, intercepted from Odoteo. Odoteo over halfway, zips it to Cheek, holds off Edwards. Cheek tries to drill past Cuthbert, does do so. Davis looks way back towards Cheek, headed away by Wilkinson. Now Odoteo receives it off Arthurs, just lift it onto his chest. Odoteo on the near side, infield towards Whiteley, plays it back in front. Odoteo gets line challenge on Kelly Evans, hits that off Odoteo, and the decision has been given in Woking's favour. Again, update back on the scores at Eastleigh 2, Maidenhead 1. Rochdale 0, Hartlepool 0, Southend 4, Bournemouth 1, Wilson 0, Solihull Moors 0, and here at Hayes Lane it's Bromley 0, Woking 1. So obviously at AFC Fylde versus Gateshead, and Halifax versus York were both postponed. That brings you up to date. All the latest. I'm going to the National League at the moment. Findelap takes the throw on the right side. Comes off the top of the Odoteo's head, keeps in play. Luke on halfway. Holds off Charles. Now Moss looking for Kendall. Head away there from Reynolds. Whiteley lays it back for Arthurs to lift it through the middle for Davis. Chase down Wilkinson, covers the space. Jaskalan inside the D, clears on the bounce to his right foot. Olateo heads it down left hand side for Whiteley. Whiteley takes on the stretch, holds off Dion Kelly Evans, plays it back into the feet of Charles. Square to Olateo, back inside Charles. Bromley now moving it with a bit more purpose. Charles through the middle, in room. Charles now plays it through the centre. Cheek on the stretch, couldn't quite collect it. Really good idea there from Charles. Played that through the gap of right side of Wokin's back line, and Cheek on the stretch couldn't quite get to it. Good idea there by Ashley Charles. Trying to find the gap through the Woking back line. Woking a mighty relief that, and Olateo turned away in frustration. He thought his number 9 was going to get onto that, and Cheek looked like he timed his run to perfection as well. So if he controlled it, he would have been through against Will Jaskalainen. Speaking Jaskalainen takes the goal kick. Look in the middle, headed down towards the centre circle from Reynolds. Thudded forward to the left foot of Cuthbert, looking for Jaden Luca. Ball bounces, Olateo falls to the ground, and the referee does blow his whistle. Spotted a slight push by Jaden Luca there. So free kick is taken diagonally from Reynolds. Head over halfway from Arthurs. Cleared from Cuthbert. Up into the air. Kept in play. Arthurs heads it down. And now Davis keeps it play on the right hand side. Good line challenge there from Ricky Corbeau. Just behind halfway. Corbeau now down line towards Burko. Intercepted by Kirk. Here's Kirk. Nice feet there from Kirk. Still Kirk dribbling over halfway. Now Cuthbert wins it back. First time pass on Luca, and Woking playing it quickly. Here's Burko inside left, close to the box. Burko looks to square it towards Luca, and that was a sliding interception there from Ashley Charles. Had to get back. Really nicely weighted pass from Burko, who's been dangerous when Woking have come forward this second half. Search for Jane Luca, middle of the box. Ashley Charles got his toe end on it to turn it behind for a corner kick to Woking. So corner kick for Curtis Edwards to take on the left hand side. Both arms raised now, he's ready. Edwards drills it in towards the back post, too high for Cuthbert. Ball now sails out the area. It's still with Woking. Cuthbert into the feet of Wilkinson. Wilkinson back into the feet of Cuthbert. Cuthbert puts the cross in, bats around the box, and Bromley will now come away the ball with Michael Cheek. Now Cheek through the middle, still inside his own half. Cheek in the centre circle, stopped in his tracks by Cuthbert. There was a pull back on Michael Cheek, and that is a free kick to Bromley. And the referee will be showing a yellow card here. Just coming across, and that was the pull back on Cheek. It was by Dan Moss, so another yellow card for Woking.
Substitution for Bromley. Please give it up for the man coming off.
And substitution here for Bromley as Jude Arthurs is coming off, and James Vennings on in his place. So that's a third substitution made now by Andy Woodburn. Vennings now on the pitch for Bromley. Have a free kick to take just behind the centre circle. Bromley. Webster now leads it for Charles. Charles plays it short to Webster. Bromley in possession. Middle of their half. Charles squares it to Reynolds. Under pressure, Luca. Turns away from Luca. Back into the feet of Charles. Now on the ball is Thomas. Thomas needs to clear it out of his box. Just over halfway, search for Davis. Delap wins that aerial duel. Luca tries to control on the stretch. Olateo gets back, turns away from Luca. Olateo now, just over halfway. Olateo's pass finds Whiteley in the centre. Lays it off to his left to Davis. Inside left to Davis, midway inside the Woking arm. Plays it back to Olateo. Bromley back on halfway with Charles. Charles now squares it to Webster. Now Webster, short into the feet of Kirk. Kirk looks to play it down the line. Flick forwards, and Kilo Taylor-Hart cleared away from Cuthbert. Kendall can't get to that ball down the line. Turn from Webster, and it's back here with Lewis Thomas. Thomas plays it square into the feet of Byron Webster. And now Bromley have it with Thomas. It's still Bromley 0, Woking 1, just over 66 minutes played here at Hayes Lane with the sun shining down again. Woking defending really well. In fact, since your last Willers, it's Woking who's actually had the best moments coming forwards on the counter. The best of them came from a Burko cross from the left-hand side. He was searching for Dan Moss, but Idris Olateo, the left wing-back of Bromley, just got there in the neck of time to head it away. But again, Woking defending so well, nullifying the likes of Michael Cheek. So again, the away side at the moment are defending really well. Solid and compact, so Bromley 0, Woking 1, 66 minutes played. Throw from Bromley down the right-hand side, flicked in field and volleyed away from Wilkinson. Now Luca turns. Luca just runs into trouble as Webster steps in front halfway, launched up into the air. It's a bit of an awkward ball for a second for Jääskeläinen to deal with, but does catch it left side of his 6-yard area. Now Jääskeläinen just calmly keeping on the ball, lays out in front of him now. It's inside the D. A couple more touches there from Will Jääskeläinen. Now Jääskeläinen looking to send it towards the left-hand side. Too far in front of Burker, though. Dealt with the head of Kirk. Stretching header from Dion Kelly-Evans. Ball's on the inside left channel in Bromley's half, headed down from Kirk. Edwards, ball snatched off him in the middle. Now it's a nicely caressed ball from Whiteley, looking to set away Davis down the left flank. But Delap has the pace to get there. Has to smash it out. Almost hit a spectator there, Delap. Delap goes down the ground. Hope he hasn't pulled a muscle. Delap's back up straight away, and Oloteo takes a throw, but Delap was down the ground, and Oloteo took the throw a little bit too quickly for the referee's liking. Oloteo furious, he felt he had every right to take that quick throw, but Delap needs to be treated it. What did Michael Dawn? Might make a sub too, and again everyone's done such a good job. It's just picking that right moment to make a substitution. I think it's a bit of cramp for Finn Delap. As Oloteo still waiting to take the throw for the second time. And the first time took a little bit too early with Delap on the ground. He's back on his feet now. And now Woking have everyone in position where when it was originally taken. Again, Woking were almost caught out. So Webster level with the penalty area. Near side, puts the long throw into the box, headed away from Finn Delap. Luke heads it square, still inside the area. Cheek pokes it to his right hand side. Burko lets the ball bounce and smash it away with his left foot. Out for a Bromley throw, which we've taken just inside there and half. Excellent defend there from Burko. Cleared that away as quickly as possible. And again, Woking dealt with that long throw really well. Kurt to take the Bromley throw down the right hand side. Bromley 0, Woking 1 here. Just over 21 minutes to play. Wilkinson clears from the throw outside of his right foot, headed down from Webster in the centre circle. Picked up from Oloteo. Oloteo controls, facing his own goal, his right foot. Now he plays that short, and it's Vennings who's come on, plays it to the right hand side. Now Bromley have it back on halfway. It is Webster, clips it into the feet of Whiteley. Whiteley inside left in his own half. Short to Reynolds, right in the middle. Reynolds, nice drag and turn away from Luca. Now plays it on halfway to Whiteley. Whiteley now coming down the left-hand side. Whiteley's ball outside of his right foot, looking for Davis. Just took a deflection off Finn Delap, which took it away from the path of Will Davis. And that was key there. Good idea from Whiteley, trying to find that runner, Will Davis. He defended that really well. Finn Delap getting that vital touch to take it away from the path of Davis, and a couple of bounces of the ball from Will Jääskeläinen. Sends it long towards the left-hand side. Burko can't win the header. Header from Charles. Now header from Charles opposite number Cuthbert. Bromley headed towards the right-hand side, but Cuthbert clears it away again. Bromley keeping play. Actually, Kirk headed it, but ball had already gone out of play anyway. So it's Bromley free kick. Actually, it was a push on Kirk, so free kick taken a little bit too quickly though, as Woking preparing their first substitution of the match. So Ricky Corboa stands. He's got the winning goal. So Ricky Corboa, I thought it was Dion Kelly-Evans coming off for a sec. Thought they put the wrong number up, but it is Ricky Corboa making way for Alfie Pavey. That substitution makes a lot more sense than Dion Kelly-Evans coming off. So Corboa now off the pitch. Alfie Pavey on. Great job for Corboa, tirelessly running, scoring that goal for Woking. That is the only goal of the match so far as things stand. Just under 20 minutes left here. Hayes Lane, Bromley 0, Woking 1. Short free kick from Bromley, taken from Webster. Now Charles across to Whiteley. Bromley just inside their own half. Whiteley sends it direct. Was inside right channel. Cheek heads it backwards. He felt he was pushed. Nothing given. Drops it to Edwards. Edwards calmly plays it to Kendall. Kendall now over halfway down the left hand side. Facing up Webster. Kendall looking to go on the outside of Webster. Cuts inside Kendall. Kendall great dribbling. Still Charlie Kendall, then stopped in the tracks from Webster in the end. Now Webster on the byline. The slight push there from Charlie Kendall on Byron Webster. Gets away free kick, and Kendall just trying to hands the ball for a little bit too long. Webster just pushes in the back to urge him away from the ball. Free kick here for Bromley to be taken by Lewis Thomas. Lewis Thomas out on the right hand side now. He'll be going long down that flank towards Cheek. Cheek wins the flick on. A fit throw on to Davis, header away there from Cuthbert on his far. Here's Keto Taylor Hart. Taylor Hart gets a shot off, blocked from Kelly Evans and cleared away from Luca inside the D. Now Pavey, nice flick. Here come Woking on the counter-attack. Good tackle on Charlie Kendall from Charles, but I thought Charles got the ball. The referee didn't think so. In fact, Charles is going to get a yellow card as well. Interesting decision there. Referee had a better view of it than I did, though, so I'll take his word for that. And Michael Doyle will be very pleased with the way the side are going to counter-attack there, and they've got a free kick out of it. And Woking have managed the second half so well. Have a free kick in the centre circle. Dion Kelly Evans just in communication with Kevin Burko about something. It will be Curtis Edwards, though, to take the free kick here for Woking. Bromley 0, Woking 1. 73 minutes played here at Hayes Lane. What a win this will be for Woking if they can hold out. Edwards, diagonal free kick, search for the head of Pavey. Bromley head it out the box, falls in the centre for Luca. Luca holds up the ball against Whiteley, now lays it off to Edwards, back to Luca. Luca, bit of time on the ball, plays it back to Kelly Evans. Kelly Evans turns and now it's with Jaskalainen. Inside left, just out of his box. Jaskalainen, ball through the middle towards Pavey, close to the area. Pavey wins the flick on, is running behind a Kendall. Kendall collects it, edge of the box, on the right hand side. Kendall on the byline, Kendall's crossed too high though, no one there. Pavey not close enough to it, and now Kirk can come away with the ball. Pavey coming out to him. Long ball down the line from Kirk, comfortably headed away from Cuthbert. Flicked further on from Kelly Evans. Ball bouncing it, and it'll be kept out for a throw in Bromley's favour. That was really good defending there by Reynolds. Throw taken, headed away from Burko, collected from Luca. Woking have it midway inside their half. Wilkinson, long right-footed pass. Drilled towards the run of Kevin Burko. Burko on the bounce, trying to keep in play with his head. This loss is balanced. Kevin Burko, throw to Bromley, quickly taken from Byron Webster. Here's Vennings. Vennings, wrong foot's Kendall. Bit of space now for Vennings. Vennings, down to the feet of Charles. Back here, Reynolds. Odeteo wants the ball, Reynolds. Whips it with his left foot, just over halfway. That's good work from Wilkinson there, just leaning into Whiteley legally to put him off, and it's back now with Will Jaskalainen. Jaskalainen just ordering where his forward should be. He's about to hit it forward, just to bounce the ball from Jaskalainen. And now Jaskalainen with his right foot, with his left foot out here to Pavey on the far side. Header one from Webster. And Keto Taylor Hart tried to get to it to keep in play for Bromley, couldn't do so. Woking throw just about halfway on the left for Scott Cuthbert to take. Now Cuthbert will go down the line here. Cuthbert, search for Pavey. Header one from Kirk. Then a powerful header back from Whiteley down to the ground, and it's reached Thomas. Now Thomas has to quickly play it forwards. In fact, actually, I thought Thomas was going to play it forwards quickly, but instead kicks it through the middle. Can't find Cheek, but here's Davis. Close to the area, picks up Davis now. Inside the box, Davis has shot over the bar. And it's a snapshot there from Will Davis. And that was a scary moment there for Woking. Again, Cheek on that slight flick on. It fell to Davis, smashed it over the bar. A quarter an hour left with his right foot. And it got a lot of power on it, but that shot was always rising there. Again, Michael Doyle a bit disappointed the way they defended this afternoon. It just came straight from the middle of the defence from a goal kick. So goal kick take now from Jaskalainen. Header one from Webster. Moss takes on the chest in the centre circle. Moss can't find the run of Kendall. The inside right channel. Now here's Vennings. Under pressure from Moss. Vennings plays it back into the feet of Charles. Charles, we've seen the Woking midfield, now finds Vennings in the centre circle. Vennings plays it square. Here's Kirk, short forward pass, and Keto Taylor Hart can't take on the stretch, but Cuthbert with a heavy touch. Bromley back on the front foot, falls into Keto Taylor Hart inside the area, as a challenge from behind, and the referee gives a free kick to Bromley. They may think it was inside the area. It was a foul on Keto Taylor Hart by Dion Kelly Evans, and Bromley, I think they were appealing for a penalty. I thought initially, was it just inside the box, but again, trust the referee's opinion on that. It's a Bromley free kick. They had a free kick in a similar, exact same position in the first half, which Charles hits over the bar. So conversations going on. I still take this one. Vennings and Charles standing by the ball. Looks like it will be Charles to take it again. But Bromley now starting to threaten. Again, we have 13 minutes of normal time remaining here at Hayes Lane. Woking lead by goal to nil. Ricky Corbeau's late first half goal separates the two sides. So free kick here for Bromley. Be taken by looks at it from Ashley Charles, although I must say Idris Olateo is an option as well. So again on the line there, inside right, the exact same position where Charles took this free kick. We just went wide in the first half, but I think Olateo might fancy this one. Olateo standing square onto the ball to the right of it. So it'll be Charles or Olateo to take this. So right behind the area. Bromley ready to take the free kick. This be the equaliser for the home side. So it'll be Olateo or Charles to step up. It's Charles, takes it over the wall, and that is over the bar. Again, a really tough position to get that up and over the wall. And well over in the end, the relief of the Woking fans on the far side. Again, some warning signs there for Bromley, for Woking, that Bromley now putting that pressure on. Again, Jääskeläinen will take a bit of time with this goal kit. Late scores at the moment. Aldershot 1, Dorking 0, Altrincham 1, Oldham 0, Barnet 2, Oxford City 0, Chesterfield 1, Kidderminster 3, Dagenham Redbridge 1, Ebbsfleet 0, Eastleigh Maidenhead now 2-2, Rochdale 0, Hartlepool 1, Southend 4, Bournemouth 2, and Wilson 0, Solihull Moors 0 here at Hayes Lane. It's Bromley 0, Woking 1. It's goal kick taken from Jääskeläinen. Bromley give away a free kick. It was a foul there on Pavey. Looked to be from Vennings pulling on him. So free kick to Woking. Just over 10 yards into the Bromley half. Cuthbert and Edwards just in conversation. Cuthbert walks away from the ball unsurprisingly. Curtis Edwards always like to take the free kicks. So just over 10 minutes remaining here at Hayes Lane. Woking lead by a goal to nil for Ricky Corbeau. Edwards, right arm raised, drills it in with the laces of his right foot towards the back post. Can't find Pavey, comes off a Bromley man, still inside the box, lifted up into the air from Wilson. Bromley headed away now, headed down into the ground, and it's been blocked there from Reynolds and cleared to safety. And now Bromley's goalkeeper, Lewis Thomas, is down on the ground there. Can't quite see who headed that down to the ground towards goal, but not a lot of power on it though. It was a comfortable interception from Reynolds inside the 6-yard area to stop the heading towards the target. Again, Thomas took a knock there. Now back on his feet, the Bromley goalkeeper. It's back now. It'll be given back to Thomas to take the free kick. So it's back on his feet now. Can Bromley get an equaliser? They have 10 minutes to do it. Or will Woking hold out for a precious 3 points? Again, this last 10 minutes set up really nicely here. As now Thomas released it forwards towards inside right channel. Cheap beating the air from Cuthbert. Headed on from Kelly Evans. Kurt letting the ball bounce under pressure on Kendall. Kendall does knock it down the line, but Pavey can't get to it. Pavey putting the pressure on, trying to get it off Webster, and Pavey manages to win the tackle and hits it off Webster. And that is a throw to Woking. Taken just in front of halfway from Scott Cuthbert. Now imagine this really well. Woking. That's Cuthbert to take the throw. And Cuthbert throws, and it's flicked on from Pavey and headed away out the box from Reynolds. And now Burko looks to get it back. Burko now hits it down the line pretty lightly, and it's let out of play from Byron Webster. Ball given quickly to Thomas to take the goal kick. I presume this one will be going long towards Michael Cheek. 9 minutes to go here at Hayes Lane plus stoppage time. Bromley 0, Woking 1. Thomas. Ball towards left hand side. On halfway, Olateo just can't judge the bounce well enough. Moss is holding him off. They put him off really well there, Dan Moss. And that is a throw to Woking. Finn Delap to take it. And again, Delap on a yellow card. There's a lot of Woking players on yellow cards. Delap, Moss, Edwards, Wilkinson. They're the 4 in the book. They've been really disciplined this half. Delap with a throw down the right channel. Bounce over Pavey. Controlling the head of Webster. Now volleys it with his left foot up to the air. Kelly Evans flicks it backwards. There's a push there. Kelly Evans was into the back of Charles. So that'll be a free kick in the middle of the Bromley half. Maidenhead now 3-2 up at Eastleigh. What a turnaround for them. And Chesterfield 1, Kidderminster 3. That's a real standout score from this afternoon. Dorking by way of equaliser. Aldershot. They're trying to keep their faint survival hopes alive. Fellow Surrey team. Diagonal free kick when Thomas headed away from Kelly Evans, now Woking, down left-hand side. Kendall cuts in. Kendall now looks to play it through to Luca. Luca, edge of the box. Jaden Luca onto his left foot. Jaden Luca shots a tame one. Good chance there for Jaden Luca on the counter-attack. And just scuffed his effort. In the end, Jaden Luca, short from Bromley Olateo, gives it to Whiteley, midway inside his own half. Infield to Venning. He needs to get out of his feet quickly now. Venning just has a bit of room. Clips it over halfway. Controlled on the chest of Burko. It's the frustration of the Bromley crowd. Burko down the left flank. Burko now a bit of room. Burko into the feet of Luca. Luca protects the ball inside the box. Lays it back off to Burko. Burko on the stretch to Kendall. What a save there from Lewis Thomas. Down to his left-hand side. Really good snap effort there by Charlie Kendall. And fingertip behind for a corner kick by Lewis Thomas. And now Woking are looking the more likeliest to get that second goal this match. Still leading by goal to nil. And Lewis Thomas has kept Bromley in this game. I think Kendall got that second. That would have been it for the home side. So corner kick for Woking. Curtis Edwards to take. Edwards drills in the corner kick. It's still Bromley 0, Woking 1, but Woking really putting on the pressure, trying to get the second goal. Charlie Kendall with a snapshot a moment ago, forcing Lewis Thomas into a save. A minute before, Jane Luca had a scuffed effort towards goal as well. So it's actually Woking putting on the pressure here on Bromley, trying to get that second goal. It's Bromley 0, Woking 1. We have just over 6 minutes to go at Hayes Lane. So free kick here for Bromley, quickly taken from Webster. Kirk carries it over halfway. Kirk plays it infield. Now Charles on the pressure and Kelly Evans. Charles on the stretch as Edwards tries to take off him. Plays it back to Vennings, just right the centre, just inside the Woking half. Now still in the centre circle. Reynolds out towards the far side, intercepted from Burko. And now Woking looking really threatening on the counter-attack. Here they come. Kevin Burko inside left. Needs an outside run, but he goes infield. Now Burko looks to play it square to Kendall, intercepted from Vennings. Now Bromley looks to tap himself, so Vennings just slows it down. And Dan Moss pressing higher in Olateo. Olateo clips over the slide and Moss. Whiteley back inside towards Olateo, just around halfway. Olateo now whips it down the line. Is that too heavy for Davis? It is. Frustration there for Bromley. Good idea from Olateo. Played that on the outside of Delap, but Davis just didn't have the pace to get there. So still Bromley 0, Woking 1. So again, more bad news by way for Bromley as Barnet defeating relegate Oxford by 2-0. I'm sure they did mention that in the updated scores. I thought I'd just emphasise that one in terms of the Bromley side of things. Again, that is a blow for them as Barnet now look to be extending the gap on Bromley as things stand. Jaskalainen's goal kick. Flicked on the centre circle from Kendall, too far in front of Pavey. Scuff pass to the right foot, back from Reynolds to Thomas. Launch it for the middle, over halfway, Cheek inside right, headed away from Kelly Evans, bounces back in the Bromley half. Good strength there from Kirk against Burko. Kirk short to Charles. Charles loses possession. Cleared up into the air from Edwards. Now Kendall heads it square. Here come Woking down the left-hand side with Burko. Burko just slowing things down. Kevin Burko needs support. Burko under pressure from Webster. Back to Kelly Evans. Kelly Evans now to Cuthbert on halfway. Cuthbert turns and goes back to Wilkinson. Woking comfortable possession here. Wilkinson now goes to the crossfield ball. Here's Moss inside right, chest it back towards halfway, and then Finn Delap's there to clear it up before Whiteley could get there. Delap towards the penalty area, and it's a poor touch there from Reynolds. Woking have it on the right side with Kendall. Kendall gets the ball stuck on his foot, loses balance, and that is a throw to Bromley's. Kendall just kept hold of the ball and then just put it over the advertising audience, and Kendall will be receiving a yellow card. A bit silly there, I must admit, from Charlie Kendall. 5th yellow card of the day for Woking. But most important thing that's happening for Woking today is they're leading by a goal to nil here at Hayes Lane with just under 4 minutes remaining here. Throw for Bromley, deep inside their own half. On the left, taken from Reynolds. Cheek looks to hold the ball as he's been pulled there from Dion Kelly Evans. The referee, Greg Rollison, had a good view of that. And that is a free kick given in the favour of Bromley. Be taken just literally a couple yards behind halfway by Idris Olateo. He will look to send this out to the right-hand side. So Olateo looking for that diagonal pass. Just wait for the referee's whistle. It's blown now Odoteo, long diagonal ball towards the area, headed away from Kelly Evans, only as far as Webster in the middle. And now passes the feet of Cheek. Cheek to be close. What a save from Jääskeläinen. Big chance there for Michael Cheek, and cleared for a throw from Dan Moss. How has Michael Cheek not scored there? Golden opportunity for Bromley, their best of the half. For that free kick, it fell into the path of Michael Cheek, just the man they wanted it to fall to. Hit it right-footed, but denied by Jääskeläinen, and Woking still lead it by a goal to nil. 2.5 minutes of normal time to go. Bromley have a throw on the Bromley have a corner, beg your pardon, on the right-hand side. For Idris Odoteo to take the pressure now. It's been put on Woking. Here's Odoteo now. Whips the corner in towards the near post. Headed away at near post from Dion Kelly Evans. And it is going to be another corner kick to Bromley. Odoteo to take it again. Bromley piling on the pressure. Odoteo whips it in towards the back post. Webb sends it down to the ground. Can Bromley get shot away? Vennings, heavy touch and cleared out of the area by Moss. Now in the Bromley half, and Edwards from the front chased it down, but Whiteley calmly plays it back to Thomas. Things are really heating up here at Hayes Lane. Just under 2 minutes to go. Bromley 0, Woking 1. But Odoteo over halfway. Still Idris Odoteo. He pulled back there, Odoteo. Although Woking for straight, they felt there was not really much of a foul there. Alfie Pavey into the referee's notebook and make that yellow card number 6 of the day for Woking. And Pavey felt he had to stop the Bromley man striding forwards. Free kick to Bromley on the right side, just under midway in the Woking half. Odoteo to take. So Bromley throwing everything at this to try and collect a point. Odoteo lifts the free kick in, hits the head of Webster, and that drifts well wide of the target in the end to relief for Woking. And again, Webster, that's the man you want to try and whip it into, but Webster's a bit off balance when tried to plant his header towards Jääskeläinen's left corner. We're now in the last minute of normal time at Hayes Lane. Bromley 0, Woking 1. What a result this would be for the Cards. But again, I'm sure the listeners will be very nervous. And Woking have thrown everything at this game this afternoon. Again, defensively outstanding, but again, just the pressure from the side and all over the pitch as well. When they needed to press Woking, they have pressed. They've created some good chances in the latter stage of this second half. Jääskeläinen's goal kick finds Moss in the centre. Moss, dispossession, Vennings. Now here comes Bromley through the centre. Here's Vennings. Vennings now plays it across the face of Dion Kelly Evans. Charles now looks to play it through to Cheek. Cheek dummies the ball, and a chance here for Bromley. What a save from Jääskeläinen. Big chance of Kido Taylor-Hart, and Jääskeläinen outstanding once again. And Bromley in the last minute of normal time. Kido Taylor-Hart, golden chance for him. And he couldn't beat Jääskeläinen down in the near post. Only 3 minutes added on here at Hayes Lane. Header forward from Webster. And now is Burko on halfway. Too high though, that long ball for Kendall. So Woking have 3 minutes to hang on to in stoppage time. 30 seconds into it. Odoteo gets his foot stuck on the ball, slipped there, but manages to retrieve his foot and now plays it over halfway. For Davis to chase down the left-hand side. Davis has the pace on Delap. Delap gets across though and clears it away for a throw. Almost hit a spectator again. Delap done that early on this half. So Odoteo to take the throw for Bromley. Still waiting to receive the ball. Now Davis gives it towards him, but actually Odoteo is told to lead the ball. Be Webster by the corner flag on the left hand side to take it. A minute of stoppage time gone. 2 to go at Hayes Lane. Bromley 0, Woking 1. Long throw in. Header across the face of the box. A shot towards goal to Taylor-Hart. Heartbreak for Woking. Kido Taylor-Hart. First minute of stoppage time. A scuff finish, but he won't mind on the volley with his right foot. Trickled into the bottom corner. And Bromley have drawn level in stoppage time. Woking have fought so hard, but that is why Bromley are one of the National League's top outfits. They've done it against the Surrey side again this season at Hayes Lane, scoring a late goal. It was a late winner against Dorking back in October, and it looks to be a late equaliser here against Woking, though we still have a minute of stoppage time remaining here at Hayes Lane. The home crowd erupted in, understandably. Taylor Hart, late leveller. Well, Woking now set to get the game back underway. Jane Luca to kick us off, and so harsh on Wokeners. Now Josh Casey to come on for Finn Delap. Late Woking change, so a minute stoppage time remaining. Kido Taylor Hart with the equaliser for Bromley. And Lucas went to get back on the way here. Now Luca kicks us back off. Yeah, it's Bromley 1, Woking 1. Late heartbreaker, scuff finish inside the box from Kido Taylor Hart. Just went beyond the reach of Will Yaskalainen. Heartbreak for Woking. They fought so hard. That's why Bromley are one of the National League's top outfits. So we're into last minute stoppage time. Bromley 1, Woking 1. Cheek flicks on towards Davis. Now header away by Edwards. Header from Casey. Now Moss heads over halfway. There's a chance made to Woking to get a late winner, but now Woking just been pushed back here. Cheek flicks on. Now Whiteley controls. Whiteley plays it back to Vennings. Just front halfway is Olateo. Olateo clips it forwards. Headed down from Moss. Luca trying to pick up the loose ball. Luca moves his balance. Now picked up from Kelly Evans. Kelly Evans infield to Luca. Luca protect the ball really well and just foul from behind from Charles. That'll do for Woking. Although it's gutting that they've let that lead go. A point would still be a good result for the Cards, albeit though the gap to relegation zone would be closed to 3 points. Still on paper, a point at Bromley would be great, but can Woking score a stoppage time goal here, just like Bromley have? Bromley 1, Woking 1. The 3 minutes are up. Is there one last chance here for Woking? Yaskalainen, free kick, just run halfway, hit towards the box, flicked on and out the area there from Bromley. Now Bromley will clear it away. Edwards wins the tackle though off Whiteley, and now Edwards puts it across too high for Kendall. Can Kendall keep in play? He can't do so, and that looks to be the last chance for Woking. Well, the referee had a little bit more time on the well over the 3 minutes here at Hayes Lane. Just over 4 minutes of stoppage time played. Thomas plants the ball down to the ground. He had to say though that the late equaliser from Bromley was coming. Taylor Hart actually had a shot saved. It's a minute 4, he scored his equaliser, and that is the final whistle there. The victory was not meant to be for Woking, but it's still a good point on the road against the top 3 National League side for Michael Dawes' men. And Ricky Gorboa opened the scoring for Woking the last minute of normal time in the first half. Cross and Dan Moss, first time of asking across the face 6-yard box and need it into the back of net. Woking managed the most of the second half really well. Had some good chances himself. Charlie Kendall forced Lewis Thomas into a sharp save. Jane Luca had a shot straight at the keeper. Again, Bromley have been very limited, but Bromley upped it in the final minutes of the match. Cheek and Taylor Hart both had efforts saved from Yaskalainen. And Kido Taylor Hart in the first minute of stoppage time. Ball felt him. A volley not hit too firmly, but it trickled into the back of net beyond the reach of Will Yaskalainen. So it's finished here. Bromley 1, Woking 1. So as it stands in the live table, Woking still sit in 17th place. They had the chance to leapfrog Maidenhead and Eastleigh, but they're still sitting in 17th place. So the gap to relegation zone as it stands has closed, and Kidderminster now are very likely to win at Chesterfield. They're 3-1 up at 97 minutes played there. So as for Bromley, they fall further behind Barnet, now 4 points behind them. So it's just a round up of the scores and the final scores. So it's still Aldershot 1, Dorking 1, Altrincham beaten Oldham by a goal. Still Barnet 3, Oxford 1, 97 minutes played there. Chester 1, Kidderminster 3, also the same amount of time played that match. Dagenham 1, Ebbsfleet 1, Eastleigh 2, Maidenhead 3. Full-time result there, still playing at Dagenham. Rochester 1, Hartlepool 1, 97 minutes played there. It's finished at Roots Hall, Southend 4, Bournemouth 2, and Solihull Moors are beaten Wilston by a goal to 0. A full-time here at Hayes Lane, a late equaliser for Kido Taylor Hart. First minute stoppage time, cancelled out Ricky Gorboa's late first half opener. But still, a decent point on. Actually, I'll say more of a decent point on the road for Woking, despite obviously them having the lead for nearly all of the second half. So it's finished here at Hayes Lane. Bromley 1, Woking 1. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time for Dagenham at home at the Layford Community Stadium on Saturday.